Hello friends, in this video you're gonna learn how to create Tic-Tac-Toe game in Java with GUI. You have to create a new project, select Java application, next, and name your application. Okay, it's Tic-Tac-Toe. Finish it, and now you can see it create a main class. Okay, so first of all we have to delete this one because we work on GUI. So click refactor, new JFrame form. Okay, and name your frame as our game. Okay, finish it. Now you can see our frame is ready. Just increase the size, take a label, put it here, add the text. Okay, Tic Tac Game. Okay, this is a title. You can see a properties window. So we have to adjust the font size and change the color. Okay, you may open properties windows like that. Okay, and you may change the font size and font family color from here. Adjust the size, add the text. Okay, okay. So put it here, and now it's time to show that current turn, like which player is currently turn. Put it here, same like that. Open properties, make it 18 and bold. Okay, and close. So extend the size, open properties, and you can see alignment is center. Okay, close it and edit text. Player XRO turn. That's all, and put it here like that. Now it's time to create buttons. Okay, so take a button and put it here, adjust the size, properties, set the text to X, like, okay, and color maybe red is good. Font size and 24, bold. Okay, close. So extend the width little bit. That's good. Now simply press Ctrl D to duplicate. Okay, now put it here and take the other one and put it here. So you can see our design is almost ready. Now select all the buttons and simply press Ctrl D, or option you can see a duplicate option. Okay, Ctrl D. So you can see our design is ready. Now what we have to do, we have to create one more button to restart. Restart. That's good. Once user click on that button, the game will restart. Now it's time to change the variable names. Okay, so change variable name and name it as turn. Okay, and change all the button variable names to v1 and name it as b2. Okay, so there are two parts. You can see our design and source part. Okay, so currently we are working in design part. It's b3. Let me check what's the name. It's changed. Okay, b4, b5, it's b6 7 b8 and last one is b9. Okay, so our design is now completely ready. Now let first run and check how it look like. Okay, before run you can see you have to open the properties of that form, or you may directly open from navigator. Okay, so properties, and what we have to do here in the code, you can see you have to click on generate resize code and generate center. Okay, because once you run this one it open in the top left corner. Okay, and we need in the middle of screen. So that's done. Our design is now ready. It's time to write the backend code now. Okay, so you can see design is ready. Now open source, and here what we have to do, we have to create a character array. Okay, so we have to create 2D character array and its name it as data, and here simply add spaces and simply copy and paste 2 times. Okay, 1 2. So our 2D array, data array is now ready. Now we have to create a char variable, name it as turn. Okay, so it's current turn and name it as x. So one last thing, we have to create a buttons array. Okay, buttons, which is equal to new of j button. Okay, and it's 3x3. So our data is now ready. Now it's time to put buttons. Okay, put button in this btn array. So in the constructor you have to put btns and 0 0. Okay, which is equal to b1. Simply copy it and paste 2 times. It's b2 and b3, and change the indexes. Okay, 0 1 and 2. So copy it and paste 2 times, 1 and 2. So here we have to change was 0 to 1 and it's 2. So that's done, and set the buttons exactly in order wise: 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. Now it's time to create a function. Okay, set buttons text. So set btn data is good name and it's wide. So here we have to create a for loop. Simply press for, you can see int I 0 and it's 3. Okay, again create for loop for j0 j10. Okay, it's 3 here, and what we have to do here, btns ij. Okay, dot set text. What's the text? Data ij. Okay, so it's j and it's I, and we have to concatenate with string because set button text take string. Okay, and we have to call this function in constructor set data. Now you can see by default text is x. Okay, once I run this one and it's set an empty text. Okay, it's good. Now what we have to do, once this button get clicked, okay, we have to change the turn. So first of all, what we have to do, turn, set text, player, and see turn. Okay, current turn value. That's good. Now once this button get clicked, okay, so you may open event action performed, or simply double click to open the implementation. Okay, so what we have to do here, we have to set this button dot enabled pass. Okay, we allow only one turn per play. And here we also have to check which player turn. Okay, so if turn, sorry, current turn equal x, okay, else. So data at 0 0 equal current turn, okay, and current turn equal O. Same like that, we need to copy it and paste it here and put x here. Okay, let's done. So one more function we have to create here, check win, and we implement it later. Okay, void check win. So then what we have to do, we have to set these tags. Okay, like which player turn. So that's all. Also we have to call a method set ptn data. Now once we run this one, you can see, okay, the button is disabled. Okay, we can't be able to click again. Same like that, we need to copy it all and double click it here and put it here. Okay, just we need to change the indexes. Okay, it's 0 1, 0 2, okay. Now for the second row, it's 1 and 1. Okay, double click, 1 1, okay, and it's also 1 and 1, and this 1 2. Okay, 1 2, save it. Now the last row, it's 2 0 2 1 2 2. Okay, 20 20. Okay, paste it here and it's 2 1 1 and 2, and last one is 2 2. Okay, it's 2, it's also 2 2 and 2. You can see we done our main logic. Once I run this one, so you can see it turn properly. Okay, one mistake we have done, we set all the buttons with B1. Okay, so we have to disable the currently clicked button. Okay, so it's B3. Start from here, B3, B1, it's B2, B4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and last is 9. Okay, now I think it's work properly without any winning state. Okay, so next we have to working on winning state. Okay, like which player wins. You can see we can't be able to click. Okay, now it's X turn, 0 turn, X turn, 0 turn, X 0, X. So you can see turn properly and restart. So now it's time to work on restart and check win. Okay, two functionalities are remaining only. So what we have to do in restart, you can see for int I to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus, and same for j. Okay, type simply for j less than 3, and in the body of j what we have to do, btns I j dot set enabled true, and the text. Okay, so btns dot set, sorry, btns at ij set text, a space or empty text, and data ij. Okay, so that's done with the restart. And one last thing you can see, and c turn which is equal to x. That's all. We may use random. Okay, but currently I'm using a static player starter. Okay, x. You can see like at that state if user wanna restart, you can see it restart. Okay, x 0 x 0. Okay, so now it's time to working on this winning state. So simply press control and click, and you will be able you will be at the implementation. Okay, so here we have to implement this function. First of all, we check row wise. Okay, so create if, and here what we have to check. First of all, we have to check data at 0 0 in the first row. Okay, current turn. Okay, r, so we have to check for 0 first row, then for second row. Okay, and here we have to put and. So that's the main logic. Copy it and paste multiple times. Okay, let me paste multiple times because we just need to change the indexes. Okay, so I think total 8 conditions. So first is first row. Now it's time to work on second row. So how it, like 1 1 and 1, it's 2 2 and 2. So we're done with our first row, sorry, rows only. Now it's to check in columns. Okay, so check in columns. 0 first row. Okay, so 0 0, it's 1 0 1 and 0, it's 1, sorry, it's 2 and 0. Now for the second, 0 row and first column, and 1 1 and 2 1. Okay, last is 2 2 2 1 2, and it's 0 and 2. Okay, and for the diagonals you can see 0 0 1 1 and 2 2. Okay, and the last one is 1 0. Okay, sorry, first row, last column, and it's 1 1, and I think it's 2 0. Okay, so we're done till here, and this is the main logic to check wins. Okay, so if win, we have to play a message j option pen dot show message dialog, and it's null, and here we have to display our message. Okay, like player turn, sorry, current turn, c turn, wins. Okay, that's all, and we have to restart. Okay, so this is a code We simply need to copy it, Control X, and create a function void restart and put it here. Okay, so put this code here and restart. Okay, call it here and also in check wins. Okay, so you can see our game is now completed. Simply type restart. Okay, now first of all check like it's working properly or not. Okay, I think there is a mistake. Okay, so why it's not showing winning player? Let me check. Like it's 0 1. Okay, sorry, 0 0, 0 1 and 0 2. Okay, 0 2 and 1 1, and it's 2 0. Okay, 2 0 1 1 0 2. Sorry, we put our wrong condition here. Okay, we have to put and here. Okay, we put and in wrong side. Okay, because we have to check in all these. Okay, so and operation between the fields where we have to check. Okay, and here we have to put our operation. Now I think it's working fine. Okay, you can see it display later. Okay, so how to resolve this issue? Mhm. Okay, let me check. Like we any button is get clicked. Okay, and we have to check win here. Okay, so now it's work fine. Okay, for all the buttons we have to check it here. Okay, So remove check wheel from here and we have to put it here. Okay, P4. And we need to remove this from here. Okay, also from here. So now our game working 100% fine. Okay, we also have to do for B8 and 9. Okay, simply remove it from here. Now once I run it again and it work 100% fine. Okay, like now X win. Now you can see X wins. Okay, and now 0 wins. Okay, now we have to restart the game. Now 0 wins. Okay, so hope you like this video.